Hey everybody, how's it going? This is the first Valorant game of the season. My name is Bobo.
And my name is Jay Money, and we are ready to get this started.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It looks like the first map we're gonna have tonight is Haven. I'm very excited to see the how the entire team shows up today. I haven't seen much of the performance. I've been out of the game for a little bit, so
And last semester our stream was down, so we couldn't live stream it or anything.
yeah. So I mean, yeah. So welcome back. We're here. We're here. We're ready to cast this game. It looks like we're having a controller from Dino playing Astra, Hinokami playing Gecko, Key playing Sova, and JKL playing Cypher. So we'll have to see what Lucy ends up picking. From what I've seen, it's generally duelist, and given the comp, that's probably what we're going to be expecting here. After Haven, it looks like we're going to be they're going to be going to Pearl, and if a third map happens today, it'll be Bind. So
Baba, what is the objective? How do they win the map?
okay, so well, first off, it's first to 13, and they can either win the game by defusing the bomb or killing all the players on the enemy team, or if they're attacking, they either let the bomb explode or do the same. So yeah, it does look like Lucy does pick a duelist here, ends up going Jet. And actually, they did switch it around the comp a little bit at the end there. A two duelist comp, you can see Phoenix and Jet there. So we're going to be... They're a little light on flashes, but I think they've got really good information, especially with Sova and Cypher. And there's a lot of versatility in Astra's gameplay as well. You know, you can her smokes, you can do stuns, you can pull people in, you can use them as smokes. There's a lot they can do with it, so that's exciting. With Florida International, that's the team we're playing against today. It looks like we are running a two duelist comp as well, running Jet and Yoru. So they're pretty standard comps for this map, so I'm not super surprised. It is a 3-site map, so you know, a Sentinel like Chamber or
goes here.
Or Veto is kind of out of the question, since there's a lot more ground they have to cover.
Yep.
It does look like they're kind of gearing up to go C here. So we'll have to see how this turns out here. You know, that first round setup's really difficult since, you know, it's, you know, you either buy full util and you don't have a gun to play off of it, or you go halfway and just see what you can do. So we'll have to see here. Now it looks like JKL does catch one. We're gonna have to see how they decide to scale up here. You know, the Sova Dart comes out. We're probably gonna see we see the Astra smoke. Their Jet comes out, drops JKL. It looks like he is about to push up with Sova. Has a ghost, drops both shocks. But it does look like Lucy is coming up with a nice flank too. Yeah, you know, they got two coming up on them here. Gets a nice kill. Really, really great there at 2K.
The bomb has been planted.
Yep, the bomb has been planted. Great shots from Lucy, and that's the first round already.
That is the first round.
That was fantastic.
That was
really, really great shots from Lucy. Very well done.
That was a very fast round.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that fast flank can be really, really great, especially if you're playing an agent like Jet that has that kind of mobility. And this is the first time I've seen Lucy play. From what I understand, I've seen a couple of clips of theirs. And they do play very aggressively, and I think that really is very beneficial for a movement-based duelist like Jet.
Yeah.
It does look like they're gearing up for another C push, but we'll have to see how this turns out here. I am really liking this this garage trip that JKL's putting up.
Yes.
And trying to play anti-shock by pulling that that dart back, or that trip back. It looks like the dart ends up pinging JKL. Another entry. Flashed by the Yoru. Throws a cage down. Dino gets another. It looks like it's just Dino left. Or no, there's just one left on their team. That's what it was. Great picks from Dino. We're 2-0 now. I mean, they've gone C every round. It's a 3-site map. You would think.
You would think.
So, you know, maybe we might see another, you know, because that's the thing too is a lot of these teams, they practice a lot of site executes.
Oh, absolutely.
So, you know, working together with their utility to take a site and keep it down. So we are seeing, you know, they're splitting out a little bit on the pre-round here. There's a good chance they're going to play for default since it does seem like their economy is lacking a little bit after losing 2 rounds like that. It does look like they're spreading out a little more. Yep, you can see they're trying to play for a pick. Trying to.
Oh,
They do. Lucy does get dropped from the from that slow push. Looks like he is trying to hold this site down. Looks like it's probably going to be an A execute here. Doesn't get pinged by the Sova drone.
oh.
Unfortunately, doesn't make that connection.
No, we are unfortunately
So,
down 2 to 5.
Yep. Dino is up heaven, trying to get this site retake to happen. This site retake's really, really tricky though. There are a lot of spaces where people can hide.
Oh, absolutely.
And you can see from here, you see the minimap there. They are holding this site
they are
down.
literally holding it down.
Yeah, it's really tricky to hold that.
Ah,
It does look like yeah, we're up to 2-1 now. But I mean that was you saw what I mean. That's a very
Yeah,
practiced,
is
you know, post plant. That's a very, very practiced post plant. Everybody knew exactly where they were. You know, they had flank covered, they had they had CT covered. It was
100%.
yeah. That was a good site execute from Florida International.
Yes, it was.
We'll have to see here how this one goes. I'm curious to see because B is more of a high risk, high reward kind of push. So we'll have to see how that turns out for them. It does look like they are playing for picks. You can see they have the bomb drop in the back there.
Yes.
Looks like Hinakami is fighting grass here against these guys. There's 2 of them there. That Yoru. We'll have to see how this works out for them. You can hear they're just trying to make noise, trying to bait a pick. I mean, that's the way to do it,
That
right?
is the way to do it.
Okay. Looks like Lucy did find one. You can see they're all lined up in the back, trying to take space, trying to catch them on a timing. But we'll have to see how this turns out here.
Look at that. They're all literally marching down a line.
Yeah, marching up sewer there. They hear the Sova drone come out.
Oh,
Looks like he does drop 1. Good shot from Lucy. 2 from Lucy.
Aw.
Unfortunately, gets dropped, but that was a great set of picks there.
that is a great
That was
set of
very,
picks.
very well done.
We are now 3-2.
Yep. One left. It's a 1v1.
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 30 seconds
JK
left.
hears Sova, drops, and unfortunately doesn't connect it. But that was a great try. That was a great try from the Schreiner team. That was fantastic.
We are now tied at 2 and 2.
Tied 2-2. All right, I'm gonna check on the economy here. It does look like the Schreiner is hurting for money a little bit here, but I mean, a good save is a great encouragement. I think, especially with those sheriffs. I mean, it's 145 to the head even at range, and it kills anything below 20 meters. So yeah, we'll have to see. I think a save really encourages you to play smart. So we'll have to see how that comes out.
Yes.
It looks like kind of a fast push out into C here. JK tries to hold it down here. Ooh, that was a good try. It looks like Dino is pushing up through C link here. It looks like Florida International is going to get the plant down, but I think there's still a good chance. I mean, there's no way they're not going to use ults for post. I mean, they're trying to keep guns as much as they can even on this save.
Absolutely. How long is the timer on the bomb?
The bomb is 45 seconds.
45 seconds?
Yep. So, they've still got plenty of time to push up here.
Absolutely.
It seems like Key's trying to get information for the team to push up. Great pick from Key. Great pick from Key. Really well done. Lucy gets one as well. Great picks.
Wow.
Holy moly.
I was not expecting that.
Yeah, so unfortunately, it doesn't seem like they're going to have time, but I mean, to take out 4 on a save like that is really, really impressive stuff. I mean, the damage that does to economy is really not to be understated. Because I mean, you look here, everybody's got guns. And I mean, the amount of money that Florida International had before that round is now had to have been spent on more guns. So
Yes.
that 3K from Key was I think really crucial stuff.
Now Florida National has taken the lead 3-2.
Yep, they have taken the lead 3-2, but I think if we're talking, you know,
This goes here.
like money wise, I think they're really even.
Yeah.
Looks
must
like
wait a
JK
moment.
does catch another C main push. Gets tagged by the Sova dart. That's an extremely aggressive push from that Jet. Does get the pick.
Yes.
Looks like he is on their way. Dino's here. Here's many on site.
Spike planted.
We'll have to see here. It looks like Lucy is swinging into a crosshair. Gets one. Gets a lot of damage off.
Yes.
A lot of damage off on that Sova. Here's the
There's the
drone.
drone.
Yep. Does get pinged by the
Last player
drone.
standing.
And Lucy is last alive.
Last alive. The bomb has been planted.
Yeah, but I mean the Sova is low, the Omen's low, the Jet's got damage off too. That's one. And this is gonna be really tough. I think Lucy's really gonna have to push up and make a play here. Ends up saving. I think that's a good move there.
Yeah.
To save the gun, try to get a pick here. You know, potentially from Florida International trying to lurk up and get the pick, but I think
Yeah.
that takes us to 2 and 4. All right, let's see here. I think it's really interesting, especially the how effective the take was on A. The one
Absolutely.
time they tried it, they did a really good job. So, I mean, we'll have to see if they try that again, but I would not be surprised if they did.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah, because
either.
that A push did very well for them, and I mean they take C, but they lose a lot of players.
Mhm.
So it does make post plant more difficult. Like I said, it does actually look like they are going for this A push. So we'll have to see here. Lucy hears team and smokes off. That makes sense. Looks like he is dropping shocks A main, trying to get some damage off. That Sova drone up from sewer is really looks like it's really difficult to counterplay. Lucy gets caught on that Omen smoke, unfortunately. Looks like they are running off to play
Spike
post plant.
planted.
Wow, my eyes are down.
You know, play retake on site. All right, we'll see how they play this. Hinokami swings heaven. That's where one is there. Unfortunately, the shot doesn't connect.
No.
Last player standing.
All right, we have JK all left.
1v4.
Yeah, the 1v4. Let's see here. Gets one. That's a great pick, though.
That is a great pick.
That's a great pick. I'm telling you, every kill you get has value in this game. I mean, you know, buying another Vandal costs you, and buying another Vandal costs you 2,900 credits. I mean, that's not an insignificant amount of money.
No, it's not.
Now I'm interested in seeing this because they do have 5 ults online for Florida International and 4 online for Schreiner. So we'll have to see. It looks like Lucy. I didn't see Lucy pop ult, but they must have popped ult either last round or the round before. So let's see here. All right, Lucy playing aggressive with the Marshall there, trying to get an early pick. All right, let's see here. Key hears him sewer. I'm telling you, this sewer push is hard to beat against this team. It seems very practiced. Especially you see that updraft up there on the box there. Especially with the Astra ult up, they aren't able to tell that. A good ult from Key here, trying to get them off the plant. They successfully get them off plant, kill the Omen or the Yoru off of the ult there.
Spike planted.
That was good value. See here, looks like Lucy gets one pick and it's taken down there. Good shot from Dino.
Came up from above and
Yeah,
took that
yeah.
down.
That was a good shot. It looks like they do have sight control. One left. All they have to do is defuse here. It'll be hard for them to push up through that. There you go. There it is. Yeah. I mean, the stall from the Thrifty from Schreiner too. The stall from the Phoenix Molly was really crucial there, I think, to allow them to get that half in.
Yep. Now we are 5-3, still
Yep.
down by 2.
Yeah, we're still down by 2, but I mean this game, I mean a swing at 2 points is 5,
It's
4 or 5
anybody's
minutes
game
away.
still.
Absolutely. So we'll see here. I mean they, like I was saying, I mean they've had success going C. I mean again the post plant's more difficult for them just because they lose more players. It looks like getting bombed down, but I think they've had more success on average. So
Yes, absolutely.
it is to note though that they haven't pushed B yet.
I must wait a moment.
That is something. That could be for any reason. I'm almost wondering if they wait to pull that one out. If the lead for Schreiner starts growing there. It does look like they're going back to default here. Play for picks, try to get something. Try to take down the Sentinel before they push the site.
Yep.
Oh, and this is great positioning from Lucy. This is good stuff here. Now notice here they don't actually push. They don't do the sewer push that they've been doing.
No, they are
Good shot from Lucy there.
they're all spread out.
Oh man, that was close.
That was very
Good try from Key. All right, we'll see. It does look like they're going to get plant down here, so we'll have to see how Schreiner answers back with a retake.
Covering it.
Let's see this here. It does look like Dino's taking Space Heaven. The ult pops from Hinakami. Does get shot from Hell there. Looks like JKL ends up getting one. Dino picks another.
It's going to be really close.
Yeah, this looks like this plant won't be too tricky to hold.
Player standing.
Looks like Hinakami is last here. Trying to get a pick. Unfortunately, doesn't make
no.
it. That was unlucky there. So we're 3-6 now. The I think the slow play out, the default is you gain information and I think the counterplay to that would definitely be some more aggressive gameplay. Like what we were seeing earlier in the game from Lucy there. Those fast flanks, those
Especially at the beginning of the game.
Yep. Trying to get as much information as you can. That's really the best way to play against a default like that. So we'll have to see here. It looks like potentially a fast C from Florida International.
Wait a moment. Careful now.
It looks like they
Ooh,
do push
they are doing
Garage. They push
spot
Garage
destroyed.
really fast here. We do get Hinakami does get a pick.
Oh.
Does get dropped by the Jet though. We'll have to see here. It does look like they're on quite the save. Yoru kills Dino there. There. Good
Oh.
pick from JK.
Ah,
All right, let's see here. K swinging
Last
Garage
player
here,
standing.
trying to get the pick. Doesn't realize the Omen. A fantastic shot from Key there.
Yeah,
that
fantastic.
was impressive stuff.
Aw.
Unfortunately, another round for Florida International. Let's see here. I am curious to see. I haven't seen this team's site executes yet. I haven't seen Schreiner's site executes on any map yet with this new team. So I'm really excited to see what kind of plays they've got cooked up.
This goes here.
That we can see after this half swap. But good holds from JK All. I like the Cypher setup a lot.
Let's
yes.
blind. Yes, this should do.
It does look like there's a lot of value in that information. Does look like it's hitting. Does look like we are getting a B push here. Good kill
One
from
down,
Dino.
two
Another
down.
good kill from Dino. Fantastic 3K. That was very
With the spike.
very impressive stuff. Has spiked down. Looking for that fourth. I know Dino wants that fourth, but he picks it up. That is a huge round for Schreiner.
That is definitely a huge round for Schreiner.
And
Last
I
round
bet you
in
know
the
what?
lab.
I know they're not gonna go back B again. That is for
Nope.
sure. If I had to guess, probably a between a C and an A, it's probably gonna be an A hit.
Mhm.
I mean, we're seeing everybody, bunch up over there. We're That's likely what we're gonna be looking at. So
Yeah.
But hey, I mean, if we see some aggressive plays, you know, I'm excited to see. Especially, it looks like we're with some of the more aggressive players on the team. Looks like, yeah, we've got a split between Sewer and Main. A fast side execute. Good kill from Key. Great spray control there. Does get pinged twice. Oh,
Last player
could have gotten
standing.
the transfer there. Good kill from Dino, but
Yep.
that was a great try. That was a great try, and that leaves us at this half 4 and 8.
Switching
So.
sides.
And now, yeah, we've got Schreiner on attacker's side now. So, you know, we've got the Cypher trip. You know, the Cypher trip flank. I mean, they do have a couple of teleports on that team that might make holding flank a little bit more tricky, since we've got, you know, Omen can teleport past trip and Yor can do the same. So, and to be fair, Jet can also updraft over it as well. So.
Absolutely.
Oh, it is interesting. I almost wonder if they're gonna end A, like if they're gonna scale up and then end A. But we'll have to see here. A little bit more aggressive hold from the enemy over there on A, but a B start is really not something you see too often, and you don't see a ton of coverage on that site as a result. But unfortunately, you know, the drawback is you've got a lot of fast rotates, right? So, you know, even before they got bombed down, you've got people on the on Florida's team showing up on site. But I mean, they don't have site control. I mean,
No.
Florida doesn't have site control yet. They are trying to get on. It looks like Lucy does get taken out. A good kill from JKL,
We are
and it
down
looks like
2.
good kill from Key. And then you can see you've got Dino
Last player
playing
standing.
off site.
1v1.
Yeah, we got the
He's-
1v1
We
running
still
out of
have
time
to
here.
defuse the bomb.
Yeah, still has to defuse bomb. Looks like
Uh-oh.
they're likely going to get the half. Oh, good shot.
Good shot, D.
Yes, unlucky from this KJ. I was looking the wrong spot at the wrong time. That was a great first round. You really don't often see a first round side execute on B like that.
No.
That is you don't see that often at all. So that was a treat. And some really good shots from Key as well to close that out. I'll have to see
That goes there.
how they handle a C push on a. Looks like they're doing the right thing, and they are max buying, trying to get as much advantage as possible. And it looks like they are taking the fight to Schreiner, trying to get some kills off close range. I mean, it's to their benefit. Looks like Key and Dino left. Dino's holding this angle. Just hoping, praying that they don't check. It looks like they are backing off. That was a great strategy. Great strategy from Florida International to push up early with those worst guns and catch them off guard with some flashes. It does look like we are going for a Schreiner is going for a B plant here. So there's no. Or they tried to scale up. A very open plant, easy to play from window. Either side of link. I mean, they've got a lot of options here.
Last player standing.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it looks like Dino's last alive. And I mean, to be fair, Dino could have been anywhere there. That was, that's a hard site to push when you, when you don't have anything clear yet. But that was a lucky shot from them, from Florida there. So it looks like we're going to 5 and 9 with a thrifty from Florida International. And that can be kind of tricky to come back from, but I think Schreiner's got a lot of strategy. I think there's a really good chance that Schreiner takes this round. I mean, we check scoreboard here. I mean, Key is doing a fantastic. Key is on fire today.
Yes.
All right, looks like we are looking at a, kind of an A split. Looks like they did leave bomb. So there, it does look like potentially they're defaulting, trying to get a pick, and then pushing off of that information. So, and you can see, Florida International, centered closer around the B site to try to counterplay the first couple of rounds where we got plants down. So here it does look like we're about to get a bit of a confrontation here. Good shot from JKL, fantastic. All right, and this is a great place for JKL to be.
Especially.
It does look like Schreiner's going for another B plant, which, like I said, you get to pick B.
Oh.
It's a good opportunity. So Schreiner does get bombed down. You do have one playing window there, and you don't have anybody on flank, so this could be an extremely advantageous position. Hinakami gets shot from two sides, and this is a great flank. Unfortunately, I think they do catch it, but that's one down. You've got the last two; they are hit. Bomb hasn't even been halved yet, so there's a great opportunity for a play here. That's 1 and 2 from Lucy. Wow. See, I'm telling you, this is what I'm talking about. Where you can see this is some extremely practiced plays coming from Schreiner. And you don't see a lot of teams play to practice anti-B, just because it is a harder site to push. If the enemy team anticipates it, so it is a little tougher. But Schreiner's going crazy over there, so I absolutely see where they're doing it.
Schreiner's trying to get back in this game.
Well, 6 and 9. Down 3 is in this game you see huge round swings. So
especially.
All right, you see an early engagement there from Lucy. Looks like a push into garage. Gets held down by that Killjoy. That Sova tries to scan A main, doesn't see anything. It looks like more of these slow methodical plays from Schreiner here. Definitely the way to go on Haven with so many sites to choose from. Looks like we've got a fight between Lucy. Yeah, Lucy sees the enemy jet there. You can see both teams playing very carefully. Both teams not wanting to lose players, but Lucy takes care of business there. Now, I might be crazy, but I think it might be time for another B plant.
Deploying drone.
We'll have to see
30
here.
seconds left.
Yeah, 30 seconds to deploy the bomb.
Yeah, we got 30 seconds to plant. All right. Information on both sides. It looks like Dino gets dropped by Omen there. And an ult from the Sova. Trying to keep plant from coming down.
10 seconds left.
Ooh,
Last
a
player
swing. Both
standing.
sides a link at the same time.
Spike
Lucy is
down,
last
B.
alive. Peeks away. That was a great pick. That was a
Yep.
great pick and some good damage on economy.
Okay, we know the
Yeah, we're
drill.
6. Looks like
Stick to your
6 and
role
10,
and
down
look fresh.
4. We'll have to see. That's some very crisp aim from Lucy, I have to say.
Yes.
We'll have to see how Schreiner plays this out. And now we haven't seen a C or an A push from Schreiner just yet. Not that it hasn't been working for them.
No.
I think the slow push to get information and to finish on B is not a terrible strategy. Good kill. Wow. All right. We see a fast scale up A. The dash. Good kill. Good kill. Unfortunately gets
Yeah.
flashed. All right. We're seeing push and a nice open A plant for Schreiner. And you see Florida International's in the same space now where they do have to try to get an entry, but I mean they've got Omen ult, they've got Yoru ult, they've got a lot of ability to take space. But I mean there's a lot of angles to play this bomb from. It's so
Last player
open.
standing.
Key's last alive. Matthias on the Florida International team is doing very, very well tonight.
Yes. And that's another point for Florida International.
Yep. Let's see here. Now I am surprised. I didn't expect to see a Yoru on the Haven play tonight. I was he's a great agent to play, especially for Haven, just because of the utility of his teleports and the speed that he can rotate.
Absolutely.
And on a 3-site map, that's got a lot of value. So we're not seeing a lot of flanks from Florida International. We're seeing mostly it's a lot of information, a lot of slower plays. We see an ult here from Hinakami, clears Garage, scaling up to a C-Link, gets a nice pick. Oh man, yeah, 120 on that Omen there. Very, very low. Gets the pick. There is actually one flank there. Great shot. 4 kills. Potential for an ace here from Hinakami with some great crispy aim there. So we'll have to see if Hinakami can clean up with that ace. It almost seems like
I think maybe we could just
I'm thinking it might be a save.
Yep.
That is unfortunate. Florida International refusing to give Hinakami that ace. That's tough. But I mean, that 4K was crazy. I mean, that was really impressive stuff.
Really impressive indeed.
Oh man, and right when Hinakami goes to swing, that Yoru TP's away.
Okay.
That was. Oh yeah, we'll have to see how this how these rounds come out, but that was a good 4K, really good 4K from Schreiner. I don't know what else to say. That was really great.
That was really good.
I'm glad we were able to catch all that. All right, it looks like we have a little bit of a B push. Look at that.
Look at that.
Look at that. I mean, if it works, right?
Yeah. No, the question is if it works.
All right, so let's see here. Garage push from JKL. I mean, there's a lot of value in taking out that setup early. I mean, enemy team forgets it's easy to push up through there. So
Absolutely.
Wow, Lucy's already on site C. It looks like Schreiner has full site control on C already. Especially with those Astra smokes stick around for a good while. So, all right, 5 and 5 going into the post plant. I think I was gonna say KJ is about to drop ult there. Hinakami drops one.
Oh.
Unfortunately, gets traded. Lucy, one pick. Goes to swing to get rid of the Sova dart, but unfortunately gets picked there.
Player standing.
Oh, good try there. Dino last alive. Very advantageous spot, especially given this plan. All right. Yeah, you see what I mean. You see what I mean. It is very advantageous. That plant spot is really great for Schreiner. Because I mean, what can you do, right? Other than just try to stick it.
Oh,
But
it's going to be close.
they do get the clutch. They do get the clutch. Even with the half. Even with the half. The half got me a little nervous, but
That was coming down to the wire.
oh yeah. But really, really good round. I can see Schreiner is trying really hard not to get that to trying to fight from 12, to try to beat in overtime is really
Yes.
tricky. So
Yes, this should do. Goes there.
All right, looks like we are going for a an A push here. Something a little faster. We do see Lucy on the flank here taking space. Does knock out the util. You can see Florida's reacting there, trying to get down into into sight there to try to catch that, but that's not where Schreiner's at.
Nope.
So does see a
up on the
shoulder
roof.
there. Yeah, sees a shoulder there. It's a great spot for Jet. So
It is a great spot. Oh,
ooh, good try, good try. Looks like we are seeing this fight for the site execute.
Age trigger.
A close hold. Dino does get the pick with the sheriff. Looks like Schreiner. Yeah, right. We're seeing another post plant. This Omen teleport I think would be a good time to use it, if not for, if not to get information. I think this retake's going to be a little hard for Florida. The
One enemy remaining.
wait, that was
and there we
a
go.
4K from Dino there.
Trouble.
And there we are. We are now 9-11.
Yeah, 9-11. You know, the gap is quickly closing between Schreiner and Florida here. Now, I do see a lot of Schreiner likes to move around a lot. I've noticed that. You know, little A, little B, little C. But it looks like, switching off is really doing Schreiner a lot of good.
You always want to try to make sure you have somebody at every position seeing what they're going to try to do next, and then communicate to each other.
Yeah, it looks like a Phoenix ult unfortunately does get caught there trying to scale up garage. But a great Molly gets a little bit of damage off there for free.
You are divided.
It looks like we are finishing out probably on a C push here. Dino drops the ult to cut the site apart. Good kill from JKL, another from Lucy. Hinakami gets one with the flank. Great flash. Great flash from Hinakami there. And only one left alive, that Omen. It'll be kind of hard. But Lucy does get the pick. Yep. All right, 10-11. 10-11. I told you the score comes back real fast. And it does look like does look like Florida's calling a timeout here.
They want to try to discuss.
Yeah, I mean, I would too.
I would too,
They just gave up how many? I mean, that's 4 rounds in a row in a very, very close game.
Yeah, well, we were down 7-11, and now we're back 10-11.
Yeah, we are. We were 6.
Was it 6 or 7?
It was 7.
7?
Yep. Yeah, so we are. Yeah, we're 6-11, and coming back 10-11. That's got to be a little tricky to try to get around. So I would not be surprised.
I would not be surprised.
Yeah. Trying to discuss strategy to figure something out to try to stop this snowball from finishing off Florida for this first round
and bring it back to a tiebreaker.
Yeah, well, because I mean, whoever gets to 12 first is it's hard to get back from that. Especially, I mean, the last thing either of these teams want is to have to drag something out in an overtime. So
nobody wants an overtime.
No. Overtime is especially because they've got potentially another 2 games to play. So that can be a little draining. Playing more than you thought you had to.
With how close this game is coming out to, might predict how close the next 2 games might possibly come out to.
No, I'm seeing a lot of. I mean, you see the scoreboard is very similar between the teams. It looks like we do have a fast push coming from C. I'm not surprised. There's a lot of, you get something wacky going on for the coming out of the timeout. That's something. That's one from JKL. tries to stop that push. They are on a save, it looks like. JKL does get out, ends up getting killed by the turret. That was unfortunate.
Oh,
It looks like we have Hinakami and Lucy left. Now they do have bomb down. Florida does not have a lot of time. They've
No,
got
they
three
do not.
players.
They
They've
got-
got 3 players in no time.
Last
So
player standing.
it's a
One
1v1.
enemy remaining.
Ooh, great try.
well, that is going to come out to really close. Can they do it?
Yeah, it looks like it'll be about it's a couple of
Oh.
seconds left.
If you're
But-
gonna buy a gun, then shoot.
That was a great thrifty
That was
from,
a great
from
threat.
Florida International. That was impressive stuff. So it does look like we are they are 10 and 12. I mean that they got a lot of value out of that timeout.
That
That's
timeout really worked out for them.
yeah. To discuss a non-standard kind of light buy play there was a good choice from them because I mean look they get they stopped the economy bleed and now they have a full buy for a 10 and 12 a potential win here. So good strategy from them. It looks like they do catch the silver drone there. JKL trying to hold grass here. But I mean, we're seeing it. It looks like an A execute. Lucy does get caught on the C push, try to get a pick there. And they are walking into a KJ setup, which is it is pretty tricky to try to play around. We'll see here. It does, interestingly enough, it does look like Florida is giving Schreiner the plant for the retake. So yeah, Yoru dropping ult for information. Dino getting one.
Last player standing.
Now, got key is all that stands left between Schreiner and a first round loss.
Oh,
And unfortunately, I mean the double swing is that is hard to counterplay. So that looks like that is our first game. Keep in mind Schreiner still has two opportunities to win here. It looks like we're coming up on Pearl next.
on Pearl next, they have to win this one in order to go to the third.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like, Schreiner we're 1-0 against Florida International, but I think there's a great chance to come back on that.
We look at all the stats, and it's a really close.
I mean, it is very, very much so.
All right, guys. Well, we will take about a 10-minute break or so, and we will be back here shortly.
All right. Hey everybody, we are back, and it looks like Pearl is our next map up here, and they're getting right into it.
They're getting right into it.
Yep, I'm excited to see what picks we see. Again, I haven't seen a lot from the Schreiner team, from the new Schreiner team, that is. So I've been very excited to see just what everybody plays and how that comes out. So it does look like we are seeing. Right, this is pre-round, so there's not a lot of they don't have them locked in yet, right?
No, they
But we
do
are
not.
seeing we're seeing Dino still in Astra. Astra's a great pick for really any map on rotation, especially with the again the utility with the stuns with the gravity well. I would not be surprised to see something a little more less information heavy than on Haven. Something more akin to something that's based more around getting picks and getting on site. Probably something to limit visibility. My thought is B main. How long that is. To get in, you need either great teleports or really good smokes to keep people from swinging you while you try to push up.
Especially.
Well, I mean, they've already got two. They've got the Yoru and the Jet combo from last game locked in as well. We are going to see the difference of the chamber instead of the Killjoy, and looks like a fade on the other team. We are seeing a KJ, KO, Jet, Astra, and Gecko for the Schreiner team.
Nice.
Really excited to see how they play this. KO and Jet and Gecko really are based more around faster site executes. So we're going to see a lot more explosive movement here than we did on Haven, which just comes down to the way that the map is set up.
So
Likely.
Is there really a big difference in how the map's set up from this one
yeah.
between last one?
Oh, there's a huge difference. For instance, last game you were seeing a lot more of those slower pushes, right? Just trying to get a kill and then going to whatever site that the team isn't. You're looking at now, it's a 2-site map. It's much smaller. They've got a lot more opportunities to flank. But the drawback is that it's a little more predictable. Early knife catching too. We're gonna see a rotate from Schreiner here, and you see what I mean. Right? It's all based around faster site executes. It is interesting to see. There's an Astra on Florida's team. Oh, unfortunate timing
Backside shot.
for Florida there. A great push. Good kill from Dino.
Yep.
And, well, would you look at that? There's a flank from Lucy there to try to catch anybody trying to hold bomb. Because, I mean, that's the most optimal place to hold bomb from. This is going to be really hard for Florida to get back, especially,
Standing. One enemy
already halved. Great right click from Dino, closing out the round with a 4K.
Closing out the round.
Why doesn't my right click doesn't do that? My right click does not do that. Oh, that was a great first round.
That was a great first
really
round.
great hold, great first round from Schreiner. Almost an ace for Dino
Almost.
to start out. But I mean, that's to be expected from Pearl. There's less map to be. There's less map to be at. So, you're gonna see a lot more of those like multi kills, bigger plays.
Multi kills, flanks. Because last map we didn't really see anything. Otherwise,
Well, flanks they're harder to pull off on Haven, I think, just because there's so much map.
So much mapping where everybody is moving around. Too.
Yep, exactly. And it's easy to leave because there's so many lanes on Haven. But it looks like a push on C. Good kill from JKL. Trying to hold off. I will say Florida's really impressing me with these with these light buy plays.
One enemy
Yeah, right.
remaining.
We get a tuck from. That's
And
it.
that is
that's
it.
round. That's round. I didn't think. I didn't
didn't
think they
think-
were gonna clear that out so
No.
fast. I thought I was gonna have more time to talk.
They were just
But yeah,
going
no,
on, and we were
yeah,
just talking.
Yeah, no, they're cleaning house here. I mean, 2-0. But I mean, this is the tricky part now is the bonus, right? So you know, the big part of how the economy in Valorant works is you win first round, you buy as much as you can second for round advantage, and then third round you don't buy anything at all. And the idea is if you can get the first 3 rounds, you'll be in a really good spot because you see Florida is spending all of their money to try to stop this momentum right now, and it does look like a very, very heavy C hit. So we'll have to see here. This is technically more advantageous to them just because they have more wide angles to fight. Which is also surprising that they ended up pushing C when they did, second round. A good push. Right, we're now 3-2. Good kill from K.
Spike down B.
Key. And
Covering it. Spike
Schreiner is
planted.
gonna have to come back on a post plant C with 4 alive. Their Sentinel's still alive. That's gonna be a little tricky. And a good kill from Lucy here. Good kill from Dino. We're already down to a
Last
2v2.
player standing.
1v2. Lucy's the last alive. I believe they know where they are.
Blocking sight.
The information's difficult here.
Oh,
Great try. Fantastic
try
Just
indeed.
unfortunate. Unfortunate those the landing of those bullets. So 2-1. 2-1. I mean, that is to be expected though. I mean, Florida does have the had the gun advantage, but you know, that's the expectation is after the bonus Shriner's got a pretty good buy to work off of. So they're about half and half in terms of money. So
they're about half and half in terms of money.
Yep.
But the thing is now Schreiner has to win this match in order to continue.
that is true. That is true. Schreiner at a disadvantage since Florida does have that first point. And oh my gosh, look at this. A
You want to play? Let's
hard push
play.
A. You know, you've got one scaling up Art. The pick against Lucy there. You know, good stall from Hinakami, but it does look like they're regrouping there. Potentially going for a rotate. Oh, that's that's a tricky fight. That's a tricky fight. That was a good try, that flick. And then we do have the fast flank from Dino trying to catch the kill there. Does get one. Potentially trying to fight the chamber here. Oh, we are gonna see this fight with JK. Good kill.
Dang,
That was some
good kill
great
indeed.
reaction time. And this taking this from this chamber is going to be a little tricky here.
Can't use that yet.
That hold is dangerous. That hold from Hall there is hard to play.
Blocking
Another from that chamber. Good kill for Dino. Here's last alive.
one enemy remaining.
Good kill from Key.
Oh,
And Dino clears it out with a 3K. Very well done. Looks like you know, Schreiner up two does have the advantage. Right, both well, again, we're about 50-50 on the economy, which is I think Florida's keeping up very well with that with in the economic side of things being 3-1.
absolutely.
We peek at scoreboard. Dino is absolutely demolishing right now. 9-1. 9-1 on round 5 is some impressive stuff. Really supplying money to the team with those picks. All right, it does look like we are seeing an A push from Florida here, which is, you know, not to Schreiner's benefit certainly. given that they are running a 2-2-1. So if they do a fast site execute here, they do drop the only one on site. They flood out, and it does look like Schreiner's probably gonna have to play retake here. Yeah, this is gonna be a little tricky.
Spike planted.
I wouldn't be surprised to see an Astral here. Looks like we got two on flank for Schreiner.
2 on flank. They're trying to get back to the center.
Yeah.
Oh,
That was a good
Last
2K from
player
Lucy.
standing.
That chamber gets 2. Man. Let's see here. That's 1 for Key.
Oh,
And I mean the gravity wall from the Astra is so hard to counterplay. Especially, it's pulling you around so you can't, you can't shoot accurately.
Nope.
You've got 2 swinging on you from both sides. There's only so much Key could have done there. That was rough. But a great post plant from Florida. Looks like another B push. Right, they've got full buys. A save from Schreiner. We're probably gonna see some on-site plays, some closer fights, trying to get it to Schreiner's advantage. We're seeing a fast flank from Schreiner actually, trying to catch Florida.
Who's next?
Florida's been made aware. They Schreiner did break the chamber trip before the Astral came through. So
Spike
good kill
planted.
from Lucy. Does pop knives. Gets another. Just a great Jetto being a fantastic eco use here. Oh
Last
man,
player
yep.
standing.
Full flashed, and a 3K from Florida's Yoru.
and we are now tied.
Tied 3-3. So we do have Gecko ult and KJ ult online. I think that's gonna make for a very interesting round, especially because both of their ults are built for retakes. So even if they do get bombed down, as long as they play, I'm expecting to see some offsite plays from KJ and Gecko. It does look like a pretty heavy A hit though. But you see what I mean, where there's they're doing a lot more. Hinakami pings all 5 with that dart. You don't see that every day.
No.
So it does look like Florida is considering perhaps a rotate.
Oh,
Great kill for Lucy there. We'll see here. It does look like they are pushing for a B take instead. And it remains to be seen if Schreiner's going to be able to pop smokes. They do, but the Jet takes 2 down there. Schreiner having to push
Spike planted.
pull a retake here, a 3-4 retake. So we'll see how that turns out. It's these
Diva.
yeah, these just poor timing for that Yoru.
Yeah, poor timing.
Looks like Lucy does get taken down, but Hinakami gets 1 as well.
Ooh, it's gonna be close as far as trying to defuse
Well, the post plant is gonna be really, really hard for Florida. What an incredible opportunity for Schreiner there. That was that post plant is hard to play.
That is
hard to play, especially when you put out a safe plant like that. A safe plant like that it's easy to get down, but it's hard to hold. You saw that.
Yep.
Especially after they got the pick on that Yoru, I think really kind of threw a wrench in things. But it does look like they might be going for more of a split, maybe. No, it's it is. You do get a lot of just hard pushes for Pearl. It's the best option, I think, is to just overwhelm and take site, because once you have it, it's
and that's
very easy to hold.
It looks like Florida International is doing that exact thing, going for that B section.
That's all 5 there. Man, great dash from that Jet. That is some scary stuff. We'll see if we
Spike planted.
if we get something on this post plant. And you see, it's we get the yeah, there it is. There's the ult for the retake. And I mean that catches Halls too. Okay, and that's round already. I mean, Florida International cleaning up, making sure because you see they're trying to get all their picks they could before the KJ ult pop there. So that was a good strategic move from them for that. All right, so we are seeing another B hit here. I wonder how Schreiner is gonna try to play around this jet dash to get over into screens. There is it seems like is they're having a little trouble playing around, but I see why. It's you know, bypasses that Astra smoke and everything. So we're gonna see that again. That dash into screens. All right, good shot from Keith.
Spike down B.
Dino tries to get the pick, unfortunately, doesn't make it. Now we've got bomb down, more open this time, much easier to hold for. Ooh, doesn't quite hit the shot there, and it does look like Florida is taking this round. B really seems to be their sight. I have to say, there's. Between the fade dog that they throw into the smoke, the one they curve around into B link, and the dash into screens, that makes it really, really hard to hold. I mean, it's you know, it's a good play. It's consistent.
It's a good play. I mean, the more people you have, the better odds of.
Well, I mean, it's synchronized too. It's a lot of synchronized play from them. And you could tell they've played pro quite a bit.
If I had to take a wild guess, they probably practiced that play over and over and over
oh
again.
Yeah, no, I'm sure they have. So it looks like we're seeing a bit of a split here, where you know you see we've got 3 going A, but you know you see the
other 2 going.
You know the bomb's over there on B. I wouldn't be surprised if they were just trying to make noise. To try to get Schreiner to rotate off. But Lucy does see one. I'm not sure if Lucy saw both or just the one. It looks like the jig is up. Everybody's trying to run as fast as they can to try to catch this. Good kill from Lucy. Thrash unfortunately doesn't hit anybody. And Schreiner successfully holds off from allowing Florida to take sight on that surprise. Your ult comes through, and the Yor does TP out. You know, great
30
information.
seconds left.
Great information indeed.
So Florida is I imagine pretty confident that they can just push up and get in this site here.
Well, they only have 18 seconds left.
That is true.
That bomb.
That is true.
So
They got to get moving. They do get 2 ping through the two ping through the Astra ult.
10 seconds
Oh.
left.
Hinakami gets 1 through the wow. Great kill from
It's going to
Hinakami
be
there.
cutting it close for playing that.
Another great kill. And it looks like this is a 3v2 retake.
One enemy remaining.
1 left. Last is trying to hold bomb the best they can. That
Last player
Yoru takes
standing.
1 down, 2 down.
Oh,
Great shot from JKL there.
indeed. And we are going to another tie in the second
Yeah,
map.
5 and 5. I'm telling you, it's a really, really even team. These 2 teams, I think, is the matchmaking was great for this.
Yes.
I think very, very even on both sides. I think we're seeing a lot of consistency between these 2 teams. So
This is Steve. Because right now, Florida International has the breathing room. They've won the first map. So
yeah. I mean, they do. So I think that there's, as long as Schreiner doesn't overheat, I think they're in a good spot. I mean, we are seeing a save, potentially a potentially an A hit, but I mean they have been backing off. They have been trying to play smart, trying to get as much information as possible. But you know, when you see those sight hits, they're fast. They're, you know, they try to get full takes as best they can. So this I think this sight hit probably incoming here. The fade ult comes down. The jet dash is out. Great shot from Key. Great shot from Key.
Whoa!
Wow.
At least
Fantastic value. Fantastic value from Key there.
she got 2 kills before
And
they
I
ended
mean
up
the pick on that jet was really something.
Down A. One
It's like
enemy
Jet
remaining.
Lucy gets
And
one
there
and
we
Dino
go.
picks up the other. Wow. Great. That was a great save run for Schreiner.
Last round before the switch.
You know, we're in final round here. You know, full kits all around. So it's I think we're in for a great rest of this match here.
Yes.
Especially going into attack. I'm excited to see how Schreiner handles some of this. So probably gonna see some of this fast hit and op in Lucy's hands here. Almost gets the pick there. That was by a hair.
I was like, that was almost too close to even tell.
It does look like they are trying to go for the faster hit here. Oh man,
Dang.
very very lucky shot from Lucy there. Good head level.
The blindside shot was
Oh,
a
yeah.
success. Now we see it.
Oh yeah.
Florida
Oh,
International
wow,
trying
the
to-
timing on that. I would be so.
I don't think he saw that coming.
I
Oh,
would be so mad if I was that fade. that you know, everybody checks it, and then the second the fade turns around, she gets domed there.
we are down to 3 and 3
Yeah, it's 3 and 3 with 45 seconds left.
to plant the bomb.
Yep. I mean, they've got plenty of time. To be honest with you, they could rotate again if they really wanted to.
They really
We've got
could.
the Yaru ult coming through for information. Does see one in the smoke there. They do try to kill Lucy off of the information, but they don't quite hit it.
Spike planted.
Spike has been planted.
Yep, Spike's been planted here.
Oh,
Wow. Great flick.
oh,
Good try.
Remaining.
One left with the wingman planting. Wingman does get taken down here.
Last player
Oh.
standing.
Wow, the post plants from this Yaru are really something.
he's.
Oh,
Oh,
man. Good try. Great try from Schreiner there. But I mean, there's just so much utility
There is so much.
in Yaru's hands there that it makes a post plant pretty difficult, right? Because you've got he's got his flash, his teleport. That there's a there's a lot they can do. So
Well, the good news is it's a tie game. So
It's a
we're
tie game.
We're starting
It's
off
a tie
fresh,
game.
going in the
and
attacking side.
Schreiner has a very strong. I think they're very good at taking sight. I think Schreiner is probably going to be at the. I mean, it's an attacker sided map, so I think Schreiner's got a pretty good shot here. So it does look like they are preparing for Fade Eye there, which is the right move. So let's see here. Probably gonna see a dash in from Lucy here to try to take sight. All right, they do get on. Ooh. Good shot from Lucy there. But
Down A.
that's
Last
2.
player
Ooh.
standing.
That side hold is just hard. That is some difficult stuff. And it does look like Florida does take the first round. Not without some casualties, to be fair, but
They almost all
Even if you're the only
got eliminated, but thankfully,
yep.
there's
It was
people-
a close round. It was a close round, especially I think again with the kind of shots that Lucy can put out there. I really thought there was a great chance that Schreiner cleaned that up. So we'll have to see here. You know, Schreiner on a light buy, having to do something a little wacky. You know, pull out a win on the round here. You know, kind of going for a mid A split here.
Here.
It does look like they are trying to push they are trying to push Link here, which is not a bad choice. But I mean, that Yoru has an outlaw. Every person on this team is one shot to outlaw, so that'd be tricky.
That'll be tricky.
Oh yeah. So we'll have to see how they end up playing this here. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
There's the
He was
the
waiting for
pick
that.
on the outlaw. That's hard to hold. I mean, you're getting pinched from both sides. Dino's the last left. Does get one on the chamber.
Yeah, but unfortunately, defenders won that one,
Yep.
increasing their lead by 2.
Yeah.
Move in after I strike.
But I mean, it really is anybody's game. So we will. It remains to be seen. It remains to be seen.
It remains to be seen. Shriners has to keep in the fact though that
Yep.
if they have to win this match in order to move
Yep.
on.
I mean, in order to move on to the third round, that is.
Third
Yep.
round and finish the game.
Yep. Exactly. So, I mean, Dino's still doing a fantastic job. Looks like almost a bonus from the Florida International there. So, you know, trying to get information before this site execute here. Looks like yeah, it is gonna be they are gonna dedicate to the A push here. Oh, with the Astra smoke does the Astra Dizzy does catch. But Schreiner does get plant down. Dizzy does get plant down there. That chamber is using that outlaw to the best of his ability there, and another pick from that outlaw. Dino does get one. See here, this is a good timing from 2 flashes.
Oh.
That is just brutal, and a pick from Lucy to finish out the round.
Closing the gap by 1.
Oh yeah. Florida was only up by 1 at this point. And man, I wish we could have caught that.
I wish we could have caught that.
I wish we
That-
could have caught that. It was just the double flash from the Yoru there is it's tricky.
Fortunately, we can't catch 5 things happening
No,
at
we
one
can't.
time.
Unfortunately,
So,
I wish we could.
I wish we could
I
too,
wish we
because
could.
then we could just see everything happening at one time. Even if-
Yep. Hey, that's what the replay system's for, right? It does look like Schreiner going for a B push here with an op to hold. Oh yeah, tried to TP out, but he couldn't quite do it. So looks like Florida maybe trying to play a post plant here, trying to save some utility. Good push from Schreiner. Good kill from Lucy. Oh, good try. Good try.
Good try. Now we are
Yeah.
3 and 3.
Yeah, it is 3 and 3, and
Strike planted. Thanks, Wings.
Wingman does get plant down there.
Now we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Yep. A good flank. Good flank from Dino here.
Oh, 1 person
No,
left.
two. Yeah, you
Oh,
still
2.
got that. That fade's low, but she's still
Yeah,
there.
she is still there.
Let's see
Bomb ticking down.
how Florida International plays this retake. It does look like they are saving though.
It
which,
looks, yeah, it
which
looks like
I think is probably the
It's
right
probably
move.
the best
It's
idea.
probably the right move.
Can't use that yet.
Well, the hope is that they stay around the bomb and they end up dying to it. But great round for Schreiner.
Great round for Schreiner
keeping it even 8 and 8. So, all right. Looks like we have a Jet ult online for Schreiner, and Chamber and Jet on for already. Huh? For Florida International, that Chamber is doing pretty well today. He's really coming out, and it does look like he is buying another op. So,
It does look like she's
and
fine.
I'm telling you that op is hard to push, especially on those longer sites like B. That lane is extremely difficult. Looks like the Fade Eye comes down, doesn't, and Schreiner does end up breaking it there. Likely going to see another A execute here. But I mean, keep in mind there's already 4 people, but the KJ ult comes down to push everybody off site. But I mean, from what we've seen, I mean, Florida International does not respect the KJ ult.
No.
I mean, you saw it the last time it popped too. They just pushed through that. So we do have bomb down. Hinakami gets 1. Lucy gets 1. I mean, most of Shriner's playing off site here, which is the right move since, you know, it's such an open plant. A Chamber gets a pick on Hinakami. Another kill from Lucy. And I mean, this Chamber is
I think.
he's gonna really have to pull something out in order to get this.
Yeah. There's not enough time.
Good
Yep,
kill from
there it
Lucy,
is.
closing it out with a 3K. Very well done from Schreiner.
Very well done indeed for taking the lead. 9-8.
Yeah. Taking the lead 9-8, get the op out of that Chamber's hands, I think is for the best for Schreiner.
It looks like we might be facing a win by 2 situation if this keeps up.
Yeah, if this keeps up, we may go to overtime. So we'll have to see.
We will have to see.
We will.
Right now we see Schreiner splitting up.
Yeah, running the split, trying to bait a little bit of a push here. Ooh, just barely got Lucy there
Just
with that
barely.
op. Very lucky to not get taken out in 1 by that. And I mean, to be fair, it looks like Florida was falling for it pretty hard. I mean, if Schreiner pushes up here, there's a good chance they get an easy bomb down here.
You want to fight it?
All right, we are seeing an ult from Hinakami here. The flash out to push site here. It looks like Schreiner is going to get bombed down.
But still, all 5 players in the
Yeah,
game on both
I mean,
sides.
5 and 5 is what we're looking at here. But I mean, they just had to wait for that. And we've got another Astral to counter the first here. Ooh, good
Dang.
shot from Hinakami.
We are now 3-2.
Yeah, 3 and 2. It looks like your ult is still online. If they wanted to get some information that way. Ooh, good try, good try.
2-2.
And I mean, they can't hear bomb being defused. They don't know. Schreiner has no
I
idea.
don't know. Oh, and there it is.
Unfortunate. I mean, they can't hear anything through that astral wall. It is. I mean, you know, we see it on our side where you know,
Yeah.
but I mean, they have no idea bombs being diffused. Yeah, they can't hear it through that astral wall. So looks like 9 and 9 again. Even we're you know back and forth. I mean, you look at it there as it's very much you know Schreiner pulls ahead with a few and Florida responds in turn. So
Try to stay alive for this first round.
yep, yeah, it's especially again this Chamber holding long with that op is just is really hard to play around, especially on this map.
One suppressed.
It looks like they do. Hinakami does catch one with his knife there. And that, I mean, that is just such an evil hold from that Chamber. That's so hard to play around. I mean,
That is so
I mean,
hard.
yeah, the gun kills you in 1 shot, so it's
Spike has been planted.
it has. Have to see Yoru takes down Lucy here. He gets the trade. on Oh, good pick,
Good
getting
pick
that
indeed.
getting that op taken out. Another
Oh.
great kill from Dino. The last alive is this Yaru. He's trying to pull something crazy out here, trying to make something happen. But it looks like he's going for the save. I mean, yeah, it's the right move to go for the save here. But like I said, a lot of back and forth for this game. It does look like Hinakami does die to bomb for usually they'll do it for the money, right?
Do it for the money.
Yep. Do it for the financial incentive. So, but yeah, this is certainly closer than it was in the Haven game. That's for sure. I almost wonder if Schreiner's starting to figure it out, right? The some of the plays that Florida is trying to use and figuring out some counterplay.
First round was mostly trying to observe, see what they're going to do the first couple, and then
exactly
at the same time trying to win their point for that match.
Yep, exactly. Just trying to feel out the other team.
Now the second round, it usually goes up to not as much observing as it is trying to make sure either you stay alive by winning or
just playing around the and I mean because they're seeing so many of those common. I mean, they're off angles, but not for this team. You're seeing a lot of consistent, right? Hinakami getting that pick off. Schreiner maybe backing off for a rotate, perhaps, but Lucy's so deep on that site.
She is like ready for them to walk out, but
A good
unfortunately,
pick from that Astra too. Pick from Lucy. Last alive is key. A 1v3 has plenty of time.
like time to defuse.
Wow, that was some.
Oh,
I mean, you can't expect two to be there like that. But that was a great pick from Key. The flick was impressive stuff. I will say that this team, this Shriner's team is there's some really impressive crosshair movement that I've seen tonight has been really great.
we've seen a lot of great things happen kicking off this week one for ECAC.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Let's do what we do.
Looks like probably going for a mid push on a save here. I mean, the right way to do it. You know, try to get a pick where you can in these closer angles. Try to get guns and take the second half of the round. Looks like JKL doesn't find anybody with Thrash, and I mean Shriner's safe to push up on that account. A great try from Lucy with that ult.
Great try indeed.
Still gets the pick with the classic though.
That was like a blindside shot if you ask me.
That was impressive. A good flank kill from Dino, catching that flank there. Hinakami gets one. Unfortunately, just the Valorant timing. The Valorant timing is rough sometimes. We are. Ooh, good aim.
Destroyed.
Looks like we are looking at a 3v2. The Dino's really going for that late flank here.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I believe the timer is so already.
Well,
at
I
the
mean, yeah,
bingo point.
Schreiner's got the point. Good stuff.
Yep, that is a team ace right there.
A team ace for Schreiner.
First one of the day, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. Everybody on the team getting one of the other team. That was good stuff. 11 and 10 for Schreiner.
11 and 10.
And I mean, because you keep in mind, we look at scoreboard here. I mean, the person that's closest to ult here on the other team is Astra, and the Fade's got ult as well. So I think especially with Dino and Hinakami having ult, and you know, Key only being one away, takes are going to be very very easy for Schreiner.
Yeah.
Doesn't fall for the Yorklone there. Unfortunately, does get hit by the flash and the op combo there. The Jet does take out Dino. I mean, It looks like Florida is on a save as well, or on a light buy. So we'll have to see here. Really good pick from Lucy there.
Really good pick indeed.
Lucy's doing a great job taking space here, trying to find a site for Schreiner to plant at.
Here.
I mean, this fade's doing the best you can, but that's tricky when you've got 3 pushing your site. Hinakami gets 1. Pops ult. You know, trying to keep Florida from using any utility to get on site here. Suppresses 2. Does get hit with the classic chamber op.
One
Lucy
enemy
gets 2. Last alive here is this Astra, who's got to fight.
Last player standing.
Oh, unfortunate. That was just
Oh, this is
that was
going
a
to be close.
crazy flick from It does look like Florida has it, but
Yeah.
that was
3.67 seconds. That's about as
Yeah.
close as you're going to get on that.
yeah. It was impressive stuff from winning that Astra did a fantastic job with that. That round was a very, very close clutch.
Yes, that is a very close clutch, and it brings us to our first timeout of the second game. Probably due to the fact that we are still tied 11-11, and if we get to 12-12, we will be at a win by 2 situation.
Yep. And then I'm telling you, sometimes those overtime matches really draw out. So
Overtime matches, and the fact that Schreiner needs to be the one that win this match if we're going to have a third game.
yep, exactly.
To kick off this week 1 of Schreiner Valorant.
Yep. So I mean, I do wonder if 'cause that was a great round from that Astra. I almost wonder if they call this timeout just to try to calm down.
I'm kind of wondering what the purpose of this timeout was.
I'm telling you,
I know
a
they're
lot
trying
of
to
it
discuss.
a lot of it will be if a team is overheating because they're all like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you just got that kill, I can't believe you just won that, and sometimes you gotta call a timeout just to go get back to earth a little bit.
That or the fact that they're trying to
Trying to figure out how to
Strategize.
pull 2 rounds out to to
Without-
keep this from going to overtime. I think is a big priority for Florida. So
Yes, indeed.
and I mean with 3 ults online, I think we're gonna see something very strategic and intentional in terms of ult use. I think is going to really define this round. So it does look like the fade does get 1 there. Dino gets pinged by the fade eye. I mean, we've got bomb down here on attacker's side.
Yep.
Just trying to get a pick. That is an unlucky ping from that dog. I did not think that would hit there. I think Schreiner feels like they've got enough information to make a decision. Right, they go pick up bomb there. Trying to take this fight art. That is really tricky to throw that dog through that cloud burst like that is crazy. That is an impressive ult combination or util combination there. Now we've got a 2v5 here. I think Schreiner's got a good chance to pull this out, but on a save, running marshals and sheriffs on this 2v5 with only 20 seconds left,
To plant the bomb.
yeah, and they to try to plant the bomb as well. 1 left. It's just Hinakami. Does get 1. A
Does
good
he
kill.
have? I don't think
No,
he has the bomb with him. Does he?
He doesn't have the time, but I mean he's gonna try to save this gun the best he can to try to pull this back on what looks like to be an 11 and 12 situation here. It's really coming down to the wire. If Schreiner wants to stay in the game tonight, they're gonna have to pull this this round out.
They need to pull this point
I
off
mean,
right here.
Look, I mean they've got KJ ult, they've got Astra ult. I really think they've got a great opportunity with what they have to take a round here. I mean, you look here, and I mean, on top of that, JKL is really close to having Thrash. But it's also to consider that, you know, with one more ult orb, the chamber also has, you know, Florida will have 4 ults online, so you know the retake potential with the with the Fate ult is really is huge stuff. So let's see. It looks like this chamber really hungry to try to get this this op kill here. With the then we do push into site here. Ooh, unlucky.
Lucky. We are now down 4-4.
Yeah, 4-4, 3-4 here.
3-4.
It looks like 2-4.
Oh,
You should run.
The KJ ult does come down, and so does the.
Bomb grenade out.
Oh man, but the defuse from the. They do try to start defusing, and they don't get it. Last alive is key. Oh, the disrespect to try to finish it out, but the TP from the Yoru coming up behind finishes off key, and unfortunately,
yeah.
that is game for Florida International.
That is game for Florida International. 2 wins to nothing.
Yeah, 2-0 today. But I mean, the fight that Schreiner put up was really impressive stuff.
I was really hoping for a third match. I mean,
I was too. I know it's unfortunate. I'm gonna have to wait to see them play bind, but I'm gonna learn to live with it. I mean, we look at scoreboard. I mean, Lucy was really killing it today.
Lucy was really killing it.
Fantastic performance from everybody. I mean, everyone I think did a great job. I was a riveting match today. So.
All right. Well, we are going to take a short break, and when we come back, we are going to interview our most MVP player for this week, and we will be back here shortly.
All right. Sounds good.
All right, guys, we are back with our most MVP player of today. How do you think the game? How do you think your match went today?
I think it was really good. We definitely put up a fight. Everyone did really good, and I'm really proud of our team.
Really proud of our team. Any thoughts you might have for coming up for next week?
Definitely just work on playing together more. I think once we get the hang of like working together, we'll definitely be able to like calm better and stuff like that.
Calm better, yeah. Between the first match and the second match, any thoughts about how y'all could have improved on? I know observation and all that, trying to plan your attacks didn't go probably quite as planned as you hoped. Any thoughts?
I don't know. I genuinely think just working on playing on Pearl more. Definitely we play on Haven a lot, so being able to like go and work as a team and just being able to use our util was a lot better. And so I think on Pearl, just knowing who we're gonna play ahead of time and then just using our util to the best of our ability and just playing off of each other.
Yeah. All right. Well, I know you had a great night tonight. I know that your team is probably exhausted and tired of trying to pull off 2 close matches. So we are going to close it off here. Guys, thank you so much for watching Schreiner Valorant tonight. Be sure to tune in for R6 on Mondays and Marvel Rivals on Wednesdays, and we will see you for week 2 on next week.